All right, man. Season 5, episode 43 of the PreGame podcast. We got special guests.
Gang.
Plural.
Gang, gang.
For sure. Gang, gang.
2 times.
Indeed. Throw up whatever set you claim.
I'm a
to
neutral.
make the interview more authentic.
I'm a neutral. Always have been.
Me too.
That's
I
how
never
I
knew how to answer
survived.
that.
Yeah, walking home from school.
Yeah, I never.
Who y'all with?
sure.
I'm a neutral. My favorite color is green.
Yes. Gray.
Muted colors. I'm quiet over here.
But nah, man, we have Allie and Molly representing Gang Gang, nonprofit focused on highlighting creativity and the creative economy. And they starting with us, man. They starting with this city. And so we are honored to have y'all in the city, honored to have y'all working for creatives, which is crazy. Let's give them a round of applause, man,
Yeah.
for sure.
Putting boys on.
Putting people on.
Yes.
Indeed. Can you please tell the people where they can find you?
It feels like Instagram is our website nowadays.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
At GANGGANG Culture, but we also have a website, ganggangculture.com.
But just go to Instagram.
Yeah.
Gang Culture.
Damn, our website's becoming like the home phone. Like
Kind of, sort of.
Exactly.
Like, do I need it?
That's
Yeah.
what I realized this week.
It's like a landline.
Yeah. It's crazy. Interesting. Do we need our website?
We are paying for it.
We do. Something to think about. But I mean, shout out to Gang Culture again.
This nigga over here kicking the camera.
Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out to Snacks for being here, man. Snacks doing the video.
Hey, Snacks.
It's a big deal.
He's still drunk from yesterday.
He is. It was his
What
birthday yesterday.
the birthday.
For sure. So he had a
Happy
day off.
birthday.
Yeah, he definitely took a day
PTO.
off on us yesterday.
Yeah. But nah, man. So with that being said, let's get into the pregame pod quiz. We're gonna ask a series of questions, 5, and we just need your honest answers.
Both of our individual answers?
You guys are one, but yes, individual answers.
Do that. Indeed. You want to start?
Nope.
I'll start.
Okay, kick
All
it.
right, man. So I know you guys are super into music. Alan, I know you did music back in the day.
For
You play
sure.
a few instruments.
I play them all.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
it.
he's
That's what's
talented.
up.
What we got? What's the
He's
question?
talented. So okay. What is your favorite instrument of all time and why?
Favorite instrument of all time has to be the guitar. Because, I mean, there's nothing like, hitting a solo on the guitar and just like being in that emotion and groove and, space to kind of just create like that. It's a crazy instrument to play.
That's real.
what's your favorite instrument for him to play?
For him to play?
Good question.
Definitely the guitar. Saturday mornings or like right around in the middle of the day on Saturday when he's playing, it's pretty fun. It's awesome.
It must be cool having talent.
Yeah, for sure. I played the tuba for a couple of years.
I play a little recorder.
Yeah.
Go a little
And
crazy.
don't
grade.
think
I play
that's
the
one of
piano.
those
Little high
sexy
cross
ones.
buns. I disrespected you because you play instruments too, right?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. Oh, never mind. I had you pay it correctly.
All right. Put your recorder
Read it like a book. That's what's up. Okay,
That's
so
real.
for you guys, gang, obviously you're starting here, but like a lot of people like to ask the question of LA or New York. Like, where do you guys
Ooh,
see
that's a
it
good question.
flourishing for you guys? Where would you prefer to be at? Not to say you don't want to be here, but if you were to go to LA or New York to expand, which would be first?
Oh, boy. Oh, to expand. Gang. Okay.
Ooh, shit. I would probably have to pick New York, man.
I think I would too. I feel like maybe in LA there's more creatives that are spread out and could use some galvanizing or something.
And New York is dense, and their creative scene is dope. But we like
do
New
they
York.
need us?
That vibe.
Probably so.
They would act like they didn't need you. You be doing niggas favors and they'd be like, not
Right,
even saying
exactly.
thank you.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, right on,
They
son.
tough
Right
out
on.
there. Yeah, man.
You're good looking, bro.
For sure. No emotion.
Sure.
Shout out to New York City. All right, for me, favorite album of all time for Alan, for Molly. What y'all got?
Well, of course, Fresh came to mind because I'm generic and a church girl. Ty Tribbett's Fresh album.
Okay, I'm about to You've got to
Hey, boy, it
expand
was just
on
like,
that one for me.
whoa, who?
But if I thought about it, I might have a different answer.
It was like the Fresh Prince.
Yeah,
No.
I was waiting
I
for some
I ain't
expansion.
know, right?
Yeah.
I think Carlton had a tape.
Yeah, finish that one out.
Yeah, for
It was
sure.
banging.
Shout out to Ty Tribbett.
Indeed.
So mine would definitely be Intervisions from Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
If y'all have never picked up that album or listened to it, definitely get with Stevie before the braids. It's a different situation than when he was creating.
That's real. When Stevie had the fro.
Yeah.
Baby fro Stevie is crazy.
No lineup. Because why? Why get a lineup?
You don't need it.
Yeah. He has no idea.
And honestly, as a barber, is he going to check himself in the mirror when you're done?
No idea.
As far as that can happen.
Stevie, that'll be $100.
Yeah, exactly. did you
like this?
Yeah. Did you get me together? Yeah, I got you, bro.
How's it feel? Feel good?
Yeah, you sharp. All right, so if you guys could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
To be invisible, for sure. I always wish for that.
Okay.
I want to be in crowds a lot of times, but I don't want people to see me. I would just rather enjoy the experience without the human interaction.
Social.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody would just bump into you. Like, they can't see you.
Okay. I guess I assumed that my body wouldn't be tangible if I was invisible.
Ghost? Yeah, ghost status.
Ghost
status.
Yeah. All right. Supernatural.
I like that.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I would probably like flying is cool, man. I think, I'm a good I like Superman and the Man of Steel.
So if you pulled up flying, I would imagine you were a superhero at that point because then you gotta save the world now.
Yeah, you gotta do
now
something.
You look the part. You can't just land and just walk off.
Right. Yeah, I'm doing everything flying. Baby, need some milk real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to save the day when you arrive.
Right.
For sure. Wouldn't even have super strength. You can just fly.
I ain't know that, bro. But you look like you should be able to do it.
What is the point?
All right, got you. So listen, y'all got an event coming up.
Yes.
Butter, the Fine Art Fair. We're going to get into that here in a second.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's got me thinking about food. What is y'all's favorite meal to enjoy together? That's gang culture.
I wonder if we would say the same thing.
Man, you better go ahead and go. So
He said, yeah, you start right so I can finish it.
Yeah, right.
A steak.
Okay.
A medium rare steak with a lobster tail and some cocktails and a salad and some fresh oysters.
Fresh oysters. That's when you're happy. That now makes sense.
Y'all eating good.
Yeah, they're doing okay for themselves.
Y'all doing all right. Yeah, for sure. Medium rare steaks, lobster, all in one plate.
Yeah.
On the same day, on the same time.
In one sitting.
One sitting.
I was hoping.
Going crazy.
So I won't pretend like I was super duper in tune with y'all before today. Could y'all kind of explain the overall, like, the goal behind Gang Gang? Like, what are you guys really doing?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
The goal behind Gang Gang is reparations. That's what Gang Gang is all about. It's trying to pay back the culture that shaped America. That's what we're here for.
Wow, that was fire.
That's a cold elevator pitch.
I'm glad I'm taking part in this.
Yeah.
That made me feel good.
No,
Goosebumps.
But y'all doing the same thing, though. I mean, you guys are, promoting and preserving and producing culture, and that's, our mission too. So it's, there's a lot of like-minded people and organizations that are, doing a lot of good in the community. So
that's why I was super interested to talk to y'all because I'm like, we both been doing these things for a while, and for whatever reason, we had never legitimately crossed paths.
Yeah.
But
here we are.
It works.
Timing.
Here we are. It's amazing. Round of applause for Gang Culture, man.
Shout out to DMs.
Following Gang. Shout out to and shout out to Murdoch. Murdoch, man, you know these people. Come on, man. They got an event coming up. He's like, all right. And it was done. So shout out to Murdoch, man. We appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Murdoch.
Good job, boy.
Yeah, for sure. So with that being said, we're going to get right into the interview. And I want to know, how did Gang Culture come about? I will say I've seen some clips out there. Mm-hmm. I kind of know where the name came from. I was scrolling through the Instagram trying to do some research. But I want to hear for us, for the PreGame podcast listeners, how did Gang Culture come to be?
The name or the thing?
The movement in general.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and you could take it in a sec, babe, but just... We're sitting in just the thick of everything 2020. So you have the racial, social pandemic, then you have the global pandemic. And I think, there was a lot of questions that people were just asking ourselves, like, what's next look like? And if I could do anything in that moment, what would it be? What would I do? What could I accomplish? And I think that's, started just the impetus of just this idea that we can, start a cultural startup, a cultural development firm, a creative agency to, one, repay the culture back, but two, like, we're artists. I mean, Melina has a strong art administration background. I've been performing for 20 plus in the city, so it just made sense for this to be in support of like our tribe, which is like, creators and artists, man. So
I would say yes to all of that, but also at the moment, everything that was summer of 2020, right? Like people were coming to me and us individually and asking for like help with their DEI plans. Like, can you help us come up with a strategy?
Wow.
And can you write this plan?
I won't pretend to just know the DEI is. Can you
diversity, equity, and inclusion. And now they have an A, diversity, equity, inclusion, access.
I don't even know. They just keep adding letters.
I think.
Sure. The new alphabet boys.
Yes. And so it was like, we need a plan, we need a strategy and all this. And like so many people, that was the answer for them in that moment. And we we're getting frustrated at the question and we're thinking, this can't be it, right? This can't be how we come out of everything that's going on right now. Right. We know the answer, which is to support creatives who shape America. So let's just do the thing that we would write down for ourselves instead of like writing it down for whatever other company.
And actually doing it.
Yeah,
a lot of these
do the
companies
thing.
did a lot of lip service back in
It's
the
the
day.
strategy.
And that's what you saw. There's not a lot of action behind the diversity statements or the pledges of just everything that's happened. And now we're a year past that point, and what's been done lately. And
a follow-up report will look really bad on a lot of these companies.
I'm sure.
Yes.
It'd be a lot of
we hired a
I had $20 then, but
email time. I know.
We just redlined the draft.
Exactly.
And we hired an equity officer.
They will be stumbling and fumbling over words. If you said, okay, so after you said that, what did you guys do?
Well, my lawyer said that I couldn't do anything.
And not all of them. People have done some stuff, probably, I'm sure.
But it was a flood.
It was a flurry. I mean, it was. It's not as grandiose as it was. No, sure.
Mm-hmm. But it was a catalyst, though. It was a catalyst, and so some things did start to move and shake. And thankful, Gang was born out of that situation last year. So I'm sitting here thinking, Gang is extremely special. And I know it's special because you guys have done multiple events in the city, and I don't want to miss one. So if y'all can please just, please take credit, let people know what y'all been doing with Gang Culture so far since it has come to life.
Thank you for that. You want to go?
Well, I could speak to.
Do we have to go in order?
No,
just.
I think just one of the things that I'm most proud about personally is just our role in Swish, like during March Madness. So we were creative directors of Swish, which is the performing art component of March Madness, when we hosted the NCAA tournament here. So we, the city and some other conglomerates chose Gang to be the creative directors. So we curated over 260 live performances that happened over the course of 4 weekends when we had Swish here. And we was able to put a lot of people on, give a lot of, visibility to like our, underground hip hop scene, dance scene, and just really, put us in an elevated space where people can really see what Indianapolis has to offer outside of the track and just being this, mid-level sports capital of the world.
It's real. Wow. And now I think about Nori. Shout out Nori to go. Shout out to June. Shout out to Abe GG.
That's crazy. We was wondering like, how they get
where?
that?
Yeah, where they perform? What? How they performing somewhere? But where is
March
that?
Madness.
Yeah.
That was
sure.
crazy.
Yeah, we brought all
even
the
some of the
homies
national anthems, like all the entertainment we got to book. So it was super cool to host it as a city. But I'm not a sports person. I'm sure it was awesome for sports people.
No, it was crazy.
But on the art side of things, getting to lead with that was pretty cool.
Shout out Arts Council too.
That's got to be like the warm up too, because All Stars in 2024. I'm sure you guys have.
Man, it's about to be
magnificent place.
Yes.
It's about to be blessed up in here.
And now we know you guys.
Yeah.
Tight.
Right.
Please
Where's
don't
my
forget about
ticket?
little old us.
Now if I see you on the street, I say, hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Please
Right.
do.
Yo,
Please
remember-
do.
We in them DMs.
Yeah.
I'll text Murdoch again.
What's up, Queen? We got this pregame contest. Me, I got to talk to him.
Exist.
I'm just saying, like, anything Murdoch
He
says,
definitely
man, we
leads with
down.
King and Queen, for sure.
That's my man right there.
Nah, man, he's a legend. Okay, that's phenomenal. And again, please correct me if I'm wrong. So as I'm scrolling, I start to see Grapevine.
Yeah.
How is that connected? Is that a Gang brainchild as well, or is that just something you partner with?
Yeah, that's Nigel hustle. You know what I'm saying? Nigel Fresh, DJ Grapevine himself, who put that event on for the community, started. It was his idea, and he's taken it to, crazy heights. I mean, it's one of the most, I think, anticipated, events that happen over the course of the year, and because it feels like a family reunion out there, right? But yes, that credit is Nigel. Just what Gang Gang does is just support dope shit. So with us, it's just like what does Nigel need? I mean, Nigel's also a Gang Gang family member. He works alongside us. I mean, so it's special what he's been able to do and create with Grapevine.
For sure. And when I think about a lot of the OGs in the city, we think about the underground hip hop scene, or you think about just artists in general. I feel like when y'all came, when y'all started making the content and getting out on social media, I was like, hold on, whoa, they know all these people already. What's going on?
Yeah, it was like, wait, they got a lot of followers.
Yeah, what?
Already.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's really cool to also hear that you've invested 20 years of this into this space. So I think about DJ Metronome.
Yeah, that's me and Nick. We was sixth grade homies. Like we met each other back at Guyan Middle School.
Said,
Shout out
DJ fuck all that DJ name shit.
Yeah, like I didn't
that nigga named Nick.
What's up, Nick Salimo?
So seeing that and seeing that connection, it's ultimately helped gang culture blossom.
Right, because we're not new to this.
Right.
Yeah, we're not new to the culture, not new definitely to the creative space, but we're relatively new to each other though. So I mean, when I was doing my thing and performing arts and just had my professional career working in corporate America, like Melina was doing the same exact thing in a different lane, and we just kind of collided, which helped produce the social capital that supported the marketing and the brand of Gang Gang. So it feels like
Gang Gang is the collision.
Yeah, the Gang Gang is it's an absolute collision. It's us in a professional form.
It could be. So we think about like our work in these three lanes:
right.
Preserving culture, producing culture, and promoting culture. And so, like producing is us doing our own stuff, like butter, right? Like it's our brainchild. It's just doing. But like preserving is like supporting existing assets, like supporting existing events like Grapevine. This was a long way to say this is why we support stuff that already exists, because we can't just keep making up new stuff.
Correct.
We sponsor stuff like Grapevine to make sure that stuff keeps going.
It's important that y'all didn't do Grapevine. It's cool that there's other things in the city that are still
so
that
much
style.
going on in the
Right.
city.
And it's not like we're depending on one group to do everything.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
It's actually a good thing. Y'all like, no, that's not us. That's our man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's the homie.
The name Gang Gang is super catchy, crazy.
It's fun to say.
Can't stop saying it.
It's fun to say.
Gang Gang.
Yeah.
How did that name come about? How'd y'all land on Gang Gang?
Well,
It's got to be the most interesting nonprofit name
For
Right?
sure, yeah.
ever.
I'm sure all the whites that you guys encounter call it hip and trendy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so
Well, there were
fresh.
a couple of them at first. They were like,
You're not getting any money.
yeah, would we fund?
Yeah,
Are you sure that
that's
we
it.
would want to fund something with this type of name? But
No,
so on,
they're edgy. It's new.
right,
You know?
like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Think
met
big.
'em.
But because of our track record, right, in the network that we've already built up for our careers, it helped.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, so on a Thursday night, like we came up with the idea of Gang Gang, right? And then on the Friday night, we went back in and we're like, okay, so what is this thing called? And so I was like, just start saying words. So he's in the living room, just pacing up and down, just saying words that have to do with like culture and new and cities and impact and just all this stuff. And said a word that he said gang, and then he said gang gang, and then he went on to another word. And I was like, wait a minute. That's really
it.
cute. That's really cute. What does it actually mean? And so we went to the dictionary, and then we went a couple dictionaries back, and gang means a journey or a way. And later in Middle English, it was a set of things or people which go someplace together.
Wow.
That's what gang means, So like criminalizing black men is like that came about, but that's not the definition of the word. And so we thought that's even cooler because that's exactly what gang is about.
That's tight. Because
For
spitball sessions can go terribly wrong. You can throw some trash out there
Oh,
sometimes.
hey, I do it all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
It can,
That won't work out.
it cannot end up the way it just did for
I
you
probably
guys.
had about 15 seconds left of good ideas, and it was a wrap.
Stop there. Stop there.
You start saying stuff, looking over your shoulder? No? Okay.
No, not that one.
But nah, man, continuing off of March Madness, you come into the fall with a very big event for Labor Day weekend. Butter, the Fine Art Fair.
Yes. Butter's fun to say too.
It's crazy.
Thanks.
Then I saw y'all had the actual lights. I think the lights read Butter.
Shout out to AES.
Oh, on the IPL building. Yes, AES.
I pay them a lot of money.
Yes,
on a fairly regular basis, but you guys are getting money from them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they paid us a lot of money, which
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes.
AES, you get it, and we appreciate you.
That's crazy.
They're using my money for good, I suppose.
Yes.
Right.
Them niggas need
They
their
getting
money on time, boy.
Yeah, for sure. Let me get that.
Yeah.
Let me get that. But nah, so I just want to hear all about the Fine Art Fair. How did this idea come about? And what can people expect from this event this weekend?
Shoot, where should we start?
Man,
This
start
came
with the
about
dedication, man.
the dedication. No, like where
Okay.
did it come about?
Okay.
Right?
Go ahead.
Okay, so
She's
it
like,
was
no.
November of 2020, my birthday. And well, actually, it was before that. We have gone to the last couple of Miami art basels,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and
Y'all
the
have
last
to
one
do
I was
that.
like,
Y'all have to do our Bible. It'll
gosh,
change
Sounds
your
like-
life.
above my pay grade.
They eating
It's
medium
not-
rare
you could just
steak
get a
and-
general admission ticket like we
Lobster.
did.
Yeah. You come in with us, then. We'll let you know how to get in.
Anybody can go. Anyway, so like we go in there, we're like, oh my gosh, it's like a conference for people who love art and like and just think it's everything, whatever. How could we get a sense of this in the Midwest? How could we even get like a glimpse of this? So Art Basel was in our brain. Then I think you noticed the Black Boy Art Show
Yeah,
in
that's hard.
Atlanta.
Atlanta for sure.
And then
shout out to Black Girl Art Show too.
Yes, and then it was 2020 and the end of 2020 going into 21, and everybody here is like trying to have exhibitions and shows that feature
Right.
Black artists.
Yeah.
Like it was like a thing to just show their work. And so going to one of those exhibitions, I was like, man, they did a great job showing their work, but I could do a better job. Like I could have a better context
Talk to 'em.
for doing this work justice. Like I could be more
it's
intentional.
lacking culture.
So you feel like it's not enough to just show it. You gotta.
Not at this point,
Right.
just like the DEI plans, it's not enough. Like we can all go beyond that. So Butter was sparked at that point.
Yes, I mean we took inspiration from just multiple art shows and our own creativity to bring something to Indianapolis that's super cool, unique. Just the lineup that we have of artists, we have 30 plus Black artists that will 38 that will be
Wow.
showing
From
in
across the
Butter,
country.
from across the country. Probably about 60-70% local.
22 are from Indy, so I don't know the percent.
Yeah,
That's
but
close to
it's-
60.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's up there.
But we had some real heavy hitters, too. What's the show on HBO?
Oh, Black Art in the Absence of Light. Have you guys seen that?
No.
No.
Yeah, I got to
Sounds
check that out.
intense.
Sounds fire.
It's really good. It's about Black art in America.
Okay. It's on
right now.
HBO. Is it like
It's
a
on
series?
HBO. No,
Or-
That's
it was just one
Okay.
documentary.
I can do that.
But
Yeah.
there are people in the show that are in Butter.
Really?
Yes.
So we're
Yes.
talking about some of the most decorated and famous Black visual artists are
Of our
going to be
time.
showing in Indianapolis.
And
So
y'all making them come to the city, which is
and
tight.
it's putting our local artists on the
On
same
the
bill.
same stage.
Yeah.
And kind of what that does, for us, we're trying to elevate
point.
how people appreciate and view Black art. So it's just that dichotomy between Black art and Black artists. You know what I mean? So we're highlighting
Wow.
Black art. It's not about Black art because we create dope shit regardless of whatever. So it's we're putting Black artists on the pedestal, and then on top of that, we're mixing our artists with these world-renowned Black artists, and just having their work here is incredible. But I get my piece local,
Next to
Naptown, next
Carrie
to
James Marshall,
Carrie James Marshall, which
unheard
is
of.
crazy.
Newfield should be bringing Carrie James Marshall to Indianapolis.
Well,
Yeah, you already know how they get
got
down.
this problem.
I'm just
over there.
saying.
Gang, gang.
They be doing some
They
things.
do. They got.
No, but-
they had a job post.
We should have talked about that.
Yeah, I could get the exclusive.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
but-
Sketchy.
But Butter is a multi-day fine art fair that centers Black visual artists.
I think it's tight because if I'm an artist, if I'm a rapper, can I get to open up for somebody who comes to the city? Yeah, I could probably pay for that or get on. I can meet them X, Y,
Yeah.
and Z. There's not that for artists,
Right.
and
Yeah,
y'all
for
just
sure.
created that. Like, because
Right.
if I'm a painter and that's what I do, I want to. I feel like I
Instagram.
can't touch these people unless
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way to even be on the same bill as them.
That's real. I love that analogy, man, because that's oh, I got a track next to Kanye's. On the, like I'm
Yeah.
number
Yeah,
like
yeah.
15
I'm
on
on
Donda
Donda now.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love it.
Yeah. So that I mean, and that just changes just how we, not value art, but just the worth that we associate with the value. So like the worth is the cost associated to the value. So if I feel like my value is here, like most black creators, just what
Right.
we produce, like our worth is often like less than the value because that's how
Because
America
we don't know how
treats
to
us.
present it,
And
and
we
we don't know how to
and
price
we don't,
it,
we don't
and we're not
yeah,
used to
yeah, we don't
being in
understand how
shows that
dope
are-
we are at times too. So
Right.
that's not $100 piece of art. That's a $10,000 piece of art, and this is why. And this is what we're trying to just not teach, but just try to help people get to the space where they can really
It's
appreciate.
about elevation.
Yeah, for sure.
In all
yeah.
the senses, about the narrative around art made by Black people in the Midwest,
Yeah.
and about these particular artists in Indianapolis kind of being on the same ticket, and about Indianapolis as just the general public, like elevating their expectations around how you view and experience art made by Black people.
The price is going up.
The
Yes.
price is
If
going
one
up.
of your
And it has
favorite
to.
artists is on the bill, you might want to DM them prior
Nah.
to Friday.
Yes,
No,
Right.
no,
Yeah,
buy it
Hey,
at
can I get
Butter.
that one?
Yesterday's price.
before you post
not
that, bro.
Today's price.
Yeah.
I want to acknowledge, if I can, two other shows that have happened in Indianapolis. Meet the Artist by Tony Radford has been happening at the Central Library for 20 years.
Shout it out.
So that's a thing.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ryan Hickey, who produced Orange, that festival,
Wow.
for a few years, and we've gotten some inspiration from that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's respect. I can respect that. Everybody doesn't do that.
Yeah, for sure.
too.
It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to
Preserving.
acknowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the local.
Right.
I mean,
mean,
if
that
they set
inspire
the
you.
bar 20 years ago, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, so
You
somebody's
gotta
got to
pay
take the
homage and show
baton.
love.
Yeah.
But
And I
people,
think-
they have no problem saying, "Yeah, I went to Miami and found that," but they won't say, "Yeah, and my hometown also saw this."
Right.
Right.
And, you know.
And I think too is like in the art community, you get a lot of that. Like there's, your favorite rapper has a favorite rapper, so it's always like paying homage to kind of where you came from when it comes to just the world of
I
creativity.
want to just say thank you for creating this stage for the city and creating another stage for the city. It's so important. And I feel like Deuce made an amazing point. Like, or you created this opportunity for someone to be valued more because of this particular event. And I think that is so hard to find sometimes in our city. But y'all are creating that stage. It's legit. I did want you to expand though, if you can, Molly, on what is going to make Butter different than any other, art exhibit or art fair in the world. 'Cause you said, man,
I've
you
caught
gonna
my
put
ticket. What am I walking
you're
into?
gonna put your spin on it. So what is that spin?
Let's
What
do
can
it.
we expect this weekend?
Absolutely.
Yeah, two things. One, the context is different. We have been very intentional about your journey from your car to the sale of the point of purchase. So we're thinking about what the walls in the venue look like, what the lighting look like, who this artist's piece is next to, and the conversation that they're having. So it's like, it's not about just showing work. It's about doing the work justice. Also, the goal of Butter is to sell 100% of the works and for 100% of the profit to go back to the artist. So it is not common at all for artists to not give up something when their work is being presented or
No
represented.
360s.
It's free.
No,
It's reparations.
That's crazy.
We think about just art fairs. I mean, they take one. It could be an entry fee.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They
Booth
take
fees.
I just think
up
about
to
Candyman.
40% on commissions. I mean, if you
Yeah.
sell a work, I got to give 30 to 40%
Right.
back. I mean, it's like you're taking so much of my worth.
So the artists are already thinking when they approach shows,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, so how much money am I going to lose? They're not even thinking about their work, right? They're thinking about what people are taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about, and I'm ignorant to art in this particular space. So I'm
He's an
thinking about
artist.
like
He's
the,
lying. That's his work.
yeah, but I was a child, man. So I think I still got it, but I don't question
Still
it.
hoop,
Maybe
though.
do
I
something
can
might be
still
able to,
get double.
Yeah.
But I still feel like from that, I don't know like a lot of terminology as relates
Yeah.
to art fairs, So I think you're describing an art dealer. So if I'm an art dealer and I have a showcase, you're gonna come showcase your art in my space, and I'm gonna get a cut
And
out
I'm
of that.
eating too.
Right.
Yeah, but y'all are taking that away. That middleman is gone.
Right.
We've hustled to make it like that, and also to keep costs down and introduce more equity for just
In the
just
art industry.
community.
Just in
Yeah,
general.
It's
yeah,
a new
for
model
sure.
that we hope others adopt. as how to pay Black artists back.
So we can expect Butter to be back next year.
We are currently debating on this. It
could
will
be a
happen
15
again.
month.
Alan wants it to happen in 12 months. I would like 16 to 24.
We know how that works.
Ooh,
So
well, yeah,
see
it's
guys
probably
in
about 16 to 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you
Like,
guys in 16
if she
to
like
24.
15 to 16, I was like, I can make this work. But when she
If
stretches
we
to
could agree
24,
on
it's a
18
wrap.
months, I think that would work well.
Okay,
I already have ideas for the next one. So it's going to happen again for sure.
Hey, but something else that's fire for the first iteration, this inaugural Butter, is just our entertainment. We got
14
DJs. We got 7
bands?
live
8
performances.
bands?
Now we got 8. Yeah.
Magnitude is
Y'all talked
crazy.
about Nori to
just
go.
creativity. That's the
Nori is going to
context.
be performing, man. So it's we're
let that
looking
go to
forward to
here.
that. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Nori, man.
You can't go?
Nori really
Shout
out
out
here
to you.
working.
No. I'm just trying to. Well, I want to know more. So, like, where can I purchase tickets? What time is the
ButterArtFair.com.
event? And I don't want to take away from people. You should be following Gang Gang Culture right now.
Oh, you talk about the joint on Wednesday too, babe.
Okay, yeah. So Butter is 5 days long, right?
Damn, I thought
yeah.
it was 3.
I know that part. If I would
We'll
admit a
fix that
mistake,
next year.
it would be the mistake in that
So, no,
messaging
no,
because
it's
it's
a
kind of
whole
weird.
week.
It's Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday
Wow.
is like it opens up with we've been calling it the community surprise, but it's a mural reveal. It's a 90 by 36 foot incredible 3D mural
Damn.
by Ashley Nora.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Ashley
Shout out to
Nora.
Ashley
Shout
Nora.
out
She's
to
on the
Ashley.
radar.
This is
Like,
like, and this is our gift to Nap. This is our gift to Indianapolis.
Yeah, the mural honors 8 keepers of culture. That'll be revealed tomorrow at 11:30.
You guys are like gems.
Hey, yo, wait.
We talking to
Can
me
I say
too
about
here,
special
man.
guest?
Oh,
They're
sure.
saying it so casually too.
no.
Yeah, like y'all,
No.
this is crazy. And I want to stop you right there
Go ahead.
because I feel like are y'all behind the other murals?
Which ones?
There. Okay, so we were in Clay Terrace,
Yeah, we did those.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
and walking around Carmel like
Right.
you know like.
Oh,
Put this here.
does Carmel PD know that's
Who
up there?
did this?
Did you see the watermelon?
I saw and
Yeah.
who put this
Like-
beautiful
Who put
young
that
black girl on this?
I was
Yeah,
still
Clay Terrace.
Yeah.
for sure,
But it was
for
Molly
sure.
Allen from Gang Gang Culture.
it was
For sure,
them.
yeah.
And that artist was Kevin West with the little girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is so tight, man.
That's cool. That
I'm
you
glad I
know
took
Thanks for
that.
Murdoch.
coming. We appreciate
I
you
didn't think
guys.
y'all was going to respond to my DM. I said they're not going to respond to my DM.
We
We're not
respond
who
to
we think
most
we
of
are.
them.
Hey, Murdoch told us to.
I
Look in
feel
your
like I
DM.
opened the DM before Murdoch. There's only 9 that are left unread.
You know, I don't even
See?
check it.
See, I already know how I go
we were
down with
scene-
y'all, man.
Scene status.
Yeah.
We saw
That's
it.
so crazy,
But that's
man.
Wednesday. Okay.
Wow, okay,
So
keep
that's
going.
Is it
Wednesday.
like-
Oh, yeah, but
What time is-
Vivica,
what time is it?
Vivica
11:30
Fox.
on Wednesday.
11:30.
Vivica Fox
Vivica's
is one of
coming.
the artists, with the mural
The keepers.
features that we have.
Yeah.
And she'll be in here in person, man. So shout out to Vivica A.
can't-
Fox
she's coming
coming home
home.
for
Hey,
the
Vivica.
mural dedication. Yeah, for sure.
Vivica with the A in the middle.
With the
Vivica
A in
A.
the middle.
Fox.
Oh,
Hey.
she went to Arlington.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's
yeah.
a middle school now.
That's a now.
Wait,
It's
Shut 'em
rolling
down.
now.
They turned that to a middle
It's
school.
one of them charter schools out
Yeah.
there. You know, it's a lot of
Yeah, it ain't the A house no more. It's
nah.
Playhouse.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, they had to
Dang,
like
they're not
rearrange
playing.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, they closed down the West, though. They didn't even think about
City
make that a-
changing.
Yeah, it's a little
But
different.
shout
She's
out
not
to
gonna
Vivica A.
recognize
Fox
this
for
place.
coming back for this. That's major.
yeah, we're trying to get
All
Mike's
this stuff
attention.
is major, man.
But yeah, Babyface coming too.
I feel like sometimes people take it for granted. You know?
Babyface already has a highway, so
he
Yeah.
does.
You don't
does.
need nothing
he's not on
else.
there.
So who? Kenny? Yeah, Kenny coming.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
trying to
that's
guess
so
who
that's
else is on
Wednesday.
there, but I'm gonna just.
I'll wait.
come tomorrow.
You said 11. It's
Shoot the
11:30
Friday.
a.m.
11:30 a.m.
Okay.
on
I'm gonna be
Wednesday,
at
the 1st.
The gig, but I'm gonna come see it though. So where's
Just take
what's the
your lunch break.
location?
11th and Senate.
Left the Senate.
So think about 11th and Capitol,
This is marquee. We official. This is crazy. Okay.
and then
And we're
just
gonna have
go
we're
one
gonna have the
block.
news out there. Yes.
Yeah, news will be out there.
Rafael
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Ooh, I
Rafael.
think
If you say Raphael, you're supposed to run out of the way. He's
I
on-
need to text him. I don't remember if I told him.
if you pause at your crib,
Yeah, you're in trouble.
You're
You
running
know-
away.
Hey, you ain't gonna see him coming if you do.
yeah, you put that camera right in your face.
Somebody
And here he
told.
is.
Somebody told on you.
Yes, get away.
He's a
He
really
have
nice
a
guy.
moment.
He's like, she's a
He's
really
a
nice
super
guy.
nice guy, but you
Yeah.
don't want to just pop up. If he was here,
No, I don't
I'd
wanna
be
see-
terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah, what? I'd be terrified.
Now, what do you want? Just what do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know?
Where's my wife? Where's my kids at? They here?
Yes.
Where are my kids? Okay, so that's Wednesday.
All right.
That's just the
Thursday
opening.
is sponsor night.
Okay.
So it's like it's a preview night for people who paid for butter.
Thank you. Shout out to all of our sponsors.
Yes.
Right. I kind of hope that everything sells that night, but then I think people would be disappointed when they came on Friday.
Will they take it or will they like buy it? But
No,
it's-
you can
it
still
says
view it.
sold.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah,
Take
yeah.
it.
It was still, nothing.
Well, you let them buy it all
off
just to make sure y'all hit y'all. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
To sell out day one, I mean, the rest of the weekend's cake at that point.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing for the artists.
And then Friday through Sunday is kind of general admission, and that's where we have the creative programming, the bands, the DJs, some artist Q&As
That's gonna be
on the
crazy.
stage. Friday is 4 to 10, Saturdays 11 to 10, and Sundays 11 to 6 with a testimony service by Ebony Chappelle and Sarah J. in the city.
Shout out to the river.
That'll be interesting.
This sounds like a place I need to be. Sounds like a place you need to be. Shout out to Butter Fine Art Fair. I want to know the reason behind Butter. We can explain that and hear that. There's another. I had a really good question for y'all.
Dang.
My bad. We talking.
It'll
too
come.
much.
No. It was really,
you guys
really
were
good.
glowing. You weren't talking. You were glowing.
Yeah, this was fire. I'm sitting here like
Emitting
this is
beautiful
crazy.
We really need to take some
Oh,
time.
I
and
have a question for you. So you
No,
guys
do
are-
that.
You got
Between
realize.
now and Wednesday,
Yes.
take a moment to realize what you guys are
and,
doing.
and talk crazy. Get on Twitter, talk crazy.
Yeah,
Let
do you
people
guys
know what's
have
going
Twitter?
on.
I know we got a
we
little
do,
difference.
but I never use it. We really need to do
Man,
that.
get on Twitter, put some crazy tweets up because I'm gonna retweet
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
them.
talking shit on Twitter. That's what it's for.
I want the first sentence to say "we the shit" and
Yeah.
period, and then you get into
Okay.
everything else.
I'll do it tonight.
Do it tonight.
For real, man. But not so for someone who's never been to an art exhibit or something of this caliber,
Good question.
what should I wear? What is the etiquette? If I'm looking to purchase a piece, how do I then make that happen? I want to make sure that the city knows how to operate.
Yeah,
in
don't
this
let me come.
grandiose
Don't let me come in
space.
there
Yeah.
embarrassing y'all on Friday.
Yeah, don't. Nah.
Thank you for that question.
Nah, you from the pregame. Oh, that outfit's terrible.
Why do you wear that?
That nigga had that on yesterday.
He trying to put pictures in the show, man.
Is that Smokey?
Smoke dog, baby.
I was very intentional, or I asked if we could put on the wall inside, "You can be yourself here."
Yeah.
So that's one of the first things you'll see. So you can dress however you want to dress. I mean, it's an art fair, so I would hope that you decide to look like you tried, and maybe look a little abstract or whatever you want. But you can
Be
be
you.
yourself.
Get into
Be
your
you.
bag.
Yeah, just wear your favorite outfit.
Yeah, you don't have to dig deep in
Nah,
your bag.
don't wear your go-to. Wear something new.
Yeah, that one
Try
thing.
something new.
Your favorite
Try something
outfit.
new.
People know your favorite outfit because we've seen it.
Oh, he gonna wear
True.
that.
We've seen it a
You
lot.
know what he's going.
We know what you're gonna wear tonight.
With the
'Cause
ones.
tonight's the night.
What
So
else?
don't-
What
don't
should?
wear him.
How do you act at an art fair? That's it.
Nah, but I think one thing about art fairs and just what we're trying to really produce and help people just appreciate just what they're seeing. I mean, so I think that takes a little bit of context around kind of just I'm looking at art.
Yeah,
And
so
that's
pause.
a beautiful thing. Yeah,
Pause, like experience
Yeah, for sure.
the art, and don't just kind of like pass by. Like that's what you're there for. That's what's centered. So experience everything that the artist put into their work. You know?
'cause every piece tells a story, man, and just kind of taking the time to kind
I
of
love
just
stuff like this.
learn, listen, and experience just what you visually intake.
Yeah. Pocketbook wise, the art on the walls, nothing is going to be less than $500.
Okay, that's a nice
However-
warning.
So you asked.
Yeah, no, that's
For
important to
warning,
say.
yeah.
But
But-
if you want to keep pausing and looking,
Yeah,
you're free to do that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stay a little bit longer.
Just keep standing there.
Yeah, take it all in. Try to
it all
remember it
in.
because it's not coming with you.
Like this though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, look cool doing it.
yeah. Get your kill
There's
mark
a butter
on.
shop. There's a butter shop.
There's affordable, pieces of art that has been created that will be available.
Yeah, like
as
a
well.
merch store kind of
Merch
thing.
store.
Or a
Yeah,
butter
yeah,
shop.
we have like prints and things of that nature.
And
Yeah.
the shirt.
Okay, yeah, that's
Sure,
fine.
yeah, for sure.
Like the
I like
color.
the gang gang too.
Mom.
Love the color on that for sure.
Mom.
That's marvelous.
It's crazy.
Marvelous.
Did we
Oh, no.
cover why we named it Butter?
Nope.
Man, like back in like high school, we used to call things butter. That used to be like dope. Or
That's
cool.
what I
You know
thought
what I mean?
it
And that's
was, yeah.
literally like every name from Gang. That's
Just showing your age in a cool
Yeah,
way.
exactly. He was born in 1980 for sure.
It's like butter, baby.
But butter, it's essential. It spreads. I mean,
Everybody has a
it adds
relationship
flavor.
with
I mean,
butter.
everybody has a relationship, a story with butter. It just made sense. And
So
just,
the attributes are similar to what we were talking about.
Shout out to Sunset Park. It's one of my favorite characters.
Who?
Butter. Had the jumper. It was wet.
Okay.
Never mind. Just me.
Just you.
He with me.
Good,
Sunset.
good. Somebody.
That's my brother. He would know. We watched it
okay.
together.
2 out of 5.
Yeah. Y'all ain't watched Sunset Park?
I've heard of it.
It's
bro.
time to get live. It's time to represent. Terrence Howard was in it.
Man, no.
Is it a
Fredro
movie?
Starr.
Put it on the list, babe. Put it on the list.
No, we are not.
I've heard of it.
It's a
man. I've
classic
seen it, though.
basketball movie
Oh,
without the
that's why.
cheesy ending.
What year are we talking?
Sunset Park would have been like 94, 92 maybe.
94?
I don't know. I wasn't old enough to watch it when the first came. I got to find out now.
Gotcha.
You could have went to the movies with your people.
Okay.
No chaperone.
Right. Why did you
It was
watch
like
it?
7th grade. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I got
watching
to
it
find
at
out
home.
now. Embarrassing
Netflix.
me in front of my friends. 96.
96. Okay.
Oh yeah, y'all
8th
definitely
grade.
could have pulled up.
Yeah, I was in the Live 95.
Not
at
if
the
it was
moment.
rated
I don't know
R.
about that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway, go home and
Anyways.
watch it. Find it on the streamer. I'm sure it's available on
Sunset Park.
Sunset Park.
So I want to get into the business of things before we get out. I think it's always important that people leave with some advice. So you have a nonprofit. I know there's a lot of people that have nonprofits in the city. How do you scale a nonprofit? And we try to get sponsors or get ads, and it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Instagram and I'm like, oh, y'all are backed by some people. This is, you know what I'm saying?
Got some suits
And I know
behind you guys.
Yeah, for sure, definitely briefcases, both hands. So I just want to know, I know that you have an amazing portfolio in your professional careers, and this is a professional career as well, but what is some advice you have for individuals looking to get sponsorships, to have nonprofits? How do you scale it like this? This is crazy. Within a year?
I know.
You guys
Within
are
a year.
doing things people only dreamed about.
Yeah, leapfrogging.
Thank you, guys.
For sure.
I mean, we're a startup ourselves, too, so we ask each other these same questions.
Y'all up already.
So thanks. Let me think about that. I mean, I think there are so many nonprofits, like you said, right? So the first thing funders are going to look for are, have you partnered with the other person doing the same thing? So that's like always the first thing they ask. So make sure your elevator pitch, speech, whatever, is quick and right there and tells somebody right away, oh, okay, I don't know anybody else doing that.
Right.
Let me want to hear more. What else?
That's
Yeah,
great
I think
advice.
it's honestly it's marketing. I mean, I think there's a lot of social capital that has made just the transition of starting gang not easier, but just having that sense of we need to market this correctly. We need to, we're putting our personal, professional, cars down, too. So I think
That's usually not a budget that people have early on, and
Yeah,
if
it
we
gotta be.
were being very risky in spending money on marketing right away.
that's just sales.
Like
Don't
design
worry
is
about
so
sales,
important.
Worry about marketing.
Influence visually is important.
The aesthetic.
So the aesthetic is
yeah.
so important, and how you present yourself. Nobody wants to be attached to something that's not presented well.
And
So
also just
spend the
be
little dollars
edgy
on marketing.
and be bold, be audacious. I mean, I think there's, people, not people, but just people in general, just like kind of scared or fearful to really like push the envelope. And, I think as creatives, that's kind of what we're accustomed like to doing, but it would be great just to see our entire culture, just in unison, just push the envelope and just what would that look like? Just to take some chances. That's what we did. We took a big chance starting Gang Gang.
But if I was like
Have 5
really
kids.
answering this question for some,
You guys
like
have
if I
5 kids.
We were leaving professional careers. Go ahead.
right. I think the real thing is knowing
going
Hey,
crazy.
scary
Indianapolis.
stuff. No, talk about that. I mean, I
The
appreciate
5
you.
kids.
Nah, just
knowing
talk about leaving,
I don't want to.
pivoting
Yo, we
from-
left corporate jobs and it
Pivoting.
was cool. It was a pivot, and we did that.
Shit scary.
Knowing we had
At
5
private
kids,
school.
private school. We got 2 daughters in Brebeuf.
I got a daughter at St. Richard's.
Shout out St. Richard's and
I had
Brebeuf.
homies from St. Richard's growing up.
It's a lot.
I don't know these
We
words.
played soccer.
Shout out to soccer. My girls in travel soccer, so I'm,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm feeling all that. Yeah, but it was a risk. I mean, but it was one of those things that we just felt really passionate about. the work and the mission, and
we knew we could get funding. I mean, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
want to give advice that people can't really take. You know,
Yeah.
so the real thing is knowing your place and knowing who you're talking to, and that takes time. Like
You did
need
market
to-
research. You didn't just
no,
Yes.
and,
Yeah,
but
and
it took 20
personal
years of like
marketability.
building relationships.
Yeah, you have
in
to
the
have a
community.
network.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people
that's-
don't like that part. Unfortunately, they
It
get
takes
mad.
time.
That's
They
the
feel-
work.
They feel like, oh,
My idea's
they
good,
only
so they
up because they popular, and you
Yes.
know, if nobody's paying attention to me because I'm small. I'm like, well, kind of.
do the work though.
what I'm
Like,
saying?
don't be so like, don't be small.
That does play a role. Like a network is
Indianapolis
very
is small,
important,
and so you have to navigate it. You know,
Yeah.
you have to know how to navigate it.
For sure.
Hey man, this was phenomenal.
I
I'm
had a
so
good
happy
time.
I had a
we did
good
this.
time.
Thank you so much for the gift bags.
Yes.
No, right on.
The
right
pregame podcast team that's not here. You've been gifted. Sorry.
Sorry, guys,
Butter came through. Gang Culture came
with
through.
the bags.
For sure. One of the biggest
bags.
events, one of the biggest events of the seat of the year, came through for a phenomenal interview. We're so thankful. The city should thank y'all. Definitely get on Twitter, go crazy.
Get your flowers.
Celebrate for sure.
Okay.
Shout out to that mural on Clay Terrace, man. My in-laws live up there, and I literally looked at my wife and I was like, "Yo,
Why is this? Who
What
put
is
this?
going on? What have we got?
Carmel?
Shout out to the
What is
18
that?
art
They paint that at?
developers.
What
Yeah,
time
shout
they
out
paint this? What
18
time was it?
Yeah.
But shout out to y'all for that and providing this space and redemption. Redemption is a key word here. You know what I mean? Keeping our culture for us, you know what I'm saying? Bringing it back, making sure we get our value and our light and our affirmation. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Anything else,
Socials,
Deuce?
one more time. Where can they follow you guys?
Gang Culture on Twitter, on IG, and Facebook.
And tickets, are they Eventbrite?
Yes,
Okay.
but you can find them at butterartfair.com. $25 for the whole weekend.
I'll be copying too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I have to buy two too.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely go. I'm trying to figure out where we can go though.
We made 4 sales.
Saturday makes sense. What about little ones? How's that work?
Bring the
Bring 'em.
kiddos.
I
They're
would
free.
not bring them Saturday
I won't.
night.
And not Saturday night. I mean, but
The
that's
rest of the time.
Yeah, rest of the time for sure.
Oh, what's
Oh, so they
what's-
can't come.
So
Okay.
what's Saturday night?
It's just the vibe is going to be a little more
Yeah, and we
adultish.
gave it to
a
Nigel.
little more
Yeah,
edge.
Nigel. Yeah.
So Nigel's
Yeah.
curating Melt
Right.
at Butter, which
Yeah.
is
Oh, that sounds
Right.
sexual.
It's going to be
Okay.
phenomenal.
That sounds,
phenomenal.
that sounds
sexual.
naughty.
Let's melt on Saturday night, man. Hey, let's do it now.
Sounds like pills are going to be involved. So
for sure. It's crazy.
I'll be going to Ashanti Saturday night. Hopefully it melts as well.
Yes. Wow. Well, all right, man. Thank you so much again. Round of applause.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are great. Thank you.
Yeah, right on.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Next.